Hey there everybody, Two-Tone here, and welcome back to another Spyral gameplay combo video. I know it's been a little while since I actually made a video. I've been streaming a lot, but not making much content because I've been trying to kind of figure out how to use Kashtira in Spyral, and with the month I've had, there's been a lot of crazy, wacky builds, but I'm going to show you the bare, basic way you would use Kashtira Unicorn specifically to combo with Spyral. Funnily enough, Kashtira Unicorn and Kashtira Birth are part of the Kashtira engine, which revolves around level 7 monsters for the most part, and as you may or may not know, Masterplan is a level 7 monster, and arguably the most powerful level 7 monster of all time. The most important part of Spyral typically is getting Masterplan onto the field one way or another. That's why Souls is so good, that's why Double Helix was one of the most broken monsters ever. And Kashtira Unicorn does facilitate that with Birth, because Birth, which Kashtira Unicorn can search, normal summons Masterplan. That said, the combo is a little loopy. It's not quite as clean or effective as your typical Souls plus Quick Fix combo, but it does work, and you don't have to do a couple of minor modifications to your deck to make it work. That modification is running a second Assault mission. The problem with the Unicorn plus Masterplan combo is that you are normal summoning your Masterplan, but it is not an extra normal summon. So because you have to use Assault mission to get Quick Fix into play, you have to have a second Assault mission in your deck so you can get your drone into play to do your full combo to Axis. Otherwise, you have to skip Sleeper, and that's no good. You could, when you trigger Masterplan, search Quick Fix plus Super Agent, and Super Agent could reveal the top card without having to use Drone, but then you have no way to search Sleeper and still do a full, powerful combo. That said, there is a different variant. Hold on, let me go back. I was actually in the solo mode, but I can show you a different deck real quick. That does not need Sleeper, so it can skip it. And you might be familiar with this from my last video. This is my Norler-ass build. I'm even running Finrare in this one. But I don't need the second Assault mission, but I am running the triple Masterplan for funny. But because we skip Sleeper in this combo, you do not need the Assault mission. If your inboard relies on Sleeper, you do need the second Assault mission. That's basically how it goes. But in the pure variant that I'm doing right here with no, well, not pure, it is Kashtira, but it's otherwise a pure style combo with Trigate Wizard and a Nightmare Griffin and a Appointed Lord Lotus. Just a very straightforward combo. You will need the second Assault mission. That said, the second Assault mission isn't necessarily bad. In a format where you have, 9 copies of Souls in a 40-card deck, and you're running 3 Masterplans so you can hard draw it with Unicorn more often, having more Assault missions isn't always bad because Souls can discard Assault mission can summon Masterplan from hand without having to use your normal summon, and that'll dodge a Bestial and get you into your basic combos. It'll at least let you end on like a Spyral, a Sleeper, and an Appaloosa through a Bestial, which is nifty when you have that kind of setup. Anyhow, that's enough jabbering. This is a basic combo otherwise, so let's go ahead and do the basic combo so you are aware of how it works. And I'll explain why you need the Assault mission partway through. Alright, so this combo, or this hand does do the combo, so let's go ahead and show it off. A fun thing about this combo is, despite the fact that I opened up with this Spyral Resort, the way it works is because you search Birth, and you search a Spyral Resort with Masterplan, and you search a Big Red with Quick Fix, you always have 3 spells in rotation with this particular combo for Selene, so you don't have to worry about, the weird situations where you don't always have 3 spells for Selene. You do have it here. So anyhow, we'll open Birth, and we will normal summon our Masterplan using Kashtira Birth. And that's how it goes. So we'll go ahead and use grab our Assault mission. And we'll go into Barricade Board Blocker. And you will discard this Assault mission. Chain blocking your Masterplan, of course. Why wouldn't you? Go ahead and turn this off so we don't have any more prompts. And you will search your Quick Fix and your Sleeper. Quick Fix is the more important search, so you do it with the chain block search. And if your opponent has an Ash Blossom they haven't used now and they want to use it on your Sleeper, that's fine. You traded Ash for Sleeper. It's not the end of the world. We'll just go ahead and search Sleeper now, just to, we're going to Curious later, so you don't want to accidentally mill it, so better now than never. Anyhow, we will Assault mission our Quick Fix, and grab a Big Red. Activate Big Red. Summon Masterplan. And go ahead and add an Assault mission. Now, normally you would need to get a Rescue mission, but because we have Selene, we can go ahead and get our Rescue mission here. So if you don't have a way to Selene, or if your opponent imperms your Selene, it does stop your combo here. But they would probably imperm your Unicorn, so you'd probably just end on an Appaloosa and a Sleeper at that point. No big deal. I'll go ahead and get Rescue Mission. Now we have 2 missions in our hand, and that's all you need to do a regular Spyral combo. It's this double mission setup. In the past, when we only had 1 quick fix, you would always have to summon a Master Plant off Double Helix instead of a quick fix, which did lower the ceiling of your combos and your total material, way to accrue material. But that's not the case anymore. Now we always want to summon quick fix with Double Helix, so we like to use Celine to get another mission into hand, so we don't actually have to summon a second Master Plan. If you opened a hand with an extra Spyral name in it, you could kind of skip all those problematic things. We'll go ahead and give our opponent a monster. And you'll call monster. And go ahead and get your second quick fix. Quick fix will add our last resort. And you'll go into Link Kuriboh. You can discard this rescue mission. And get our last piece of material here, just for discard fodder really, but otherwise it's fine. We get Big Red, and you go into a Dullahan. Dullahan is the best rank 1 Xyz for the purposes of making Curious, that's why we run it. For anyone who's afraid of spending that UR, there are alternative options, but it does come up sometimes that you need the Dullahan effect to detach before you link off. That does come up sometimes. That's why we run it, if you have the UR. If not, you can like get the number 13 or number 31. I forget the other parts of their name, but they're the other rank 1 Xyz that are Dark Monsters. And they do work and save you a UR, but they're not ideal, put it that way. Now, go ahead and use Curious and send our Appointer. And we'll mill some other stuff. Hey, we milled another quick fix and a super agent. Not that that matters at this point. Anyhow, we can. So we're gonna pretend like this other quick fix was not milled. It is not necessary to the combo. We will discard rescue mission. And summon quick fix. Nothing else to go with quick fix. We're not running any more spirals. Anyhow, we will rescue mission and get this master plan on the field one last time. And get our final rescue mission. We'll go into a Appaloosa. Go ahead and go into a... Well, actually, it doesn't really matter what you're doing here. I think you can actually save this rescue mission if you want. It just requires more... Yeah, we're going to save the rescue mission for follow-up. So, yeah, we can just go ahead and Nightmare Unicorn now. Oh, sorry, you want to use your quick fix for Nightmare Unicorn, just for... or Nightmare Griffin. You could draw a card here if you want to, like, set up Tri-Gate first, but this is more material efficient right now. So we will discard. Now, we do not need this rescue mission in our graveyard for the purposes of our combo, so it is technically better to keep it in hand or keep it on field for recovery. So we're just going to discard these other useless cards in our hand that do not matter. And we will set our Appointer here. And now we can just go ahead and use this Birth as another piece of material to summon the Unicorn. And we'll go ahead and do this, this one last quick fix we have. Discarding another random card from our opening hand that did not matter. And we can make a Trigo Wizard. Now, you could have used all this extra material and this extra rescue mission to make a bigger Appaloosa if you wanted, but that isn't really necessary. And like this is just the bare bones basics with the most follow-up. So you go ahead and drop your Sleeper next to your Nightmare Griffin so it is not... so you don't accidentally turn your Sleeper off because this is a Floodgate. You will equip your Last Resort. And you will set rescue mission. Now, if you wanted to, you could have used that rescue mission as material and used Birth to end on Unicorn on field. That is another option. The downside of that is because we are running a Nightmare Griffin setup, your Unicorn wouldn't have an effect because Nightmare Griffin wouldn't negate it. So I don't find that too relevant. If you wanted to, you could spend even more material on like letting a Nightmare Phoenix here after using Griffin instead, and then you could end on the Unicorn. But I value the Nightmare Griffin effect far more than I value the Unicorn strip of the extra deck. It's not really that important. So yeah, that is the basic combo. It does require one extra assault mission, but that's not even so bad in this particular meta. Anyhow, let's get back to the deck, and I'll do a little synopsis and a breakdown of the pros and cons. Alright, so here are the deck one more time, so let's go over the pros and cons. What are the pros? Pros, you have another card, you have another combo that doesn't even play into Bestials in the form of Unicorn plus Master Plan, which is pretty nice, and second pro is you get to run Kashtira Unicorn. This is a very strong card in its own right. The ability to snipe cards out of the X deck is always good. And it's just a pretty good way to bait interaction in the first place. So it plays well with your other combos in that sense. The fact that it is a 2-card, it's an immediate 2 material because it gets Birth, and Birth can summon back a linked off Unicorn, is fairly powerful in basically any Spyral variant. What are the major cons? Well, I am running an extra Master Plan and an extra Assault Mission. That is not good. The other con is that while I'm not running it, you probably should be running Fenrir. If I was going to really take this deck into ranked, I'd probably run it like this at 42, which is just a perfectly good way to run the deck. Maybe throw in some Maxis and cut some copies of Souls. Do something like this. Stay kind of close to 40, but in the ballpark. This is probably the ideal way to do this particular version. But it is a little bit more bricky because you're running an extra Master Plan, you're running an extra Assault Mission, and I mean, while Assault Mission is a kind of combo in different hands, especially with all the extra copies of Souls, it's not always it's not as good as Rescue Mission, right? Souls plus Rescue Mission is full combo. Souls plus Assault Mission needs another name in hand to do something like Quick Fix or Master Plan. So it's a little down on that. The other con is that Fenrir is a great card, and you probably should be playing it anyhow, but Fenrir searching Unicorn does not do anything for this deck, and Fenrir searching Rice Heart, which is like the way Kashtira plays, doesn't do anything because this locks you into Xyz monsters, and obviously we are a Link deck. We do not want to lock into Xyz monsters. That'd be very silly in this deck. So you don't actually have the real benefit of Fenrir being a combo starter. It can search Unicorn, which isn't bad if you have a way to get rid of Fenrir. Maybe if you're running Forbidden Droplets and going second or something. That's kind of interesting. But otherwise, it's not really a great card. At the searching of Fenrir doesn't really do anything for the deck besides just being a good +1 in hand. That said, like I said, the version of the deck I would probably particularly run, especially if I was going to run a pure version, would be the Northern build because you can cut the extra Assault Mission, which is very nice, and Northern is a lot more powerful than a Pointer. That said, this is a little bit more material heavy. As you saw at the end of that first combo, I had tons of extra material, right? I could have made a bigger Appaloosa. I could have... I had plenty of extra material to do stuff that I didn't do, and I still have a super agent in deck and stuff, whereas this combo is a little bit more intensive in that sense. But yeah, other than that, that's really it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. If you want to see me playing these funny versions of Kashtira Spyral, I'll be streaming later today as of this video going up, but generally streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. CST. Anyhow, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, etc., etc. Goodbye.